I went for a routine mammography and ultrasound. Busy Friday morning, lots of errands planned for the day. Unfortunately, I didn't get to those errands. They came back in to tell me that they needed to do a biopsy.
The idea of the double mastectomy was something that I never really knew anything about. It was like an out-of-body experience. Me, Debbie, having, it was just ridiculous.
What is it like as a mother to deal with being BRCA positive and then having your 3 children be BRCA positive? Really, one of the toughest things I've ever gotten through in my life.
My mother was 41 at the time, and I was 13. And my parents said that they had to speak with the family, and they shared that my mother had just recently been diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer.
I myself have been living with metastatic disease for almost 17 years. I was diagnosed at 32. I never imagined I'd reach the ripe old age of 49, which isn't old, I'm joking. But I hope to get to my 50s, 60s, 70s. It's wonderful that we can reach out to Sharsheret and they can guide us.
Sharsheret is a community of support, information, and education. We provide support for women and families directly affected by breast cancer and ovarian cancer. We also educate the broader community about cancer risk and the measures you can take to protect your health.
It was through Sharsheret that I got someone's name who was about a month ahead of me in the process. She gave me information, what to expect, timing on how things would evolve.
The peer program is indispensable.
When I did find out that I had the BRCA gene, I remembered I really felt very alone at the time. And even though my mom and sister had it, my mom was 55 at the time when she decided to have all of her surgeries, and my sister had breast cancer. I couldn't really reach out to my family about it. I was able to find somebody who had had the BRCA gene and had had surgery and was also in her 20s. And that really helped me make my decisions and helped me be less scared of what was my road ahead.
That type of support that somebody really needs in that initial helpless period, when you just need to grasp onto something and you need to know that it's going to be okay. And here is a whole network built specifically for that time.
Whether you realize it or not, you cannot do it alone.
We as patients and thrivers get overwhelmed initially in finding the best therapies and treatments, and we're busy with medical appointments. But it's just as important to get the emotional and psychosocial support that Sharsheret provides. Such an important and critical resource for Jewish women out there dealing with breast and ovarian cancer.
Sharsheret has developed a program with Embrace,
where women who are living with stage 4 breast cancer or ovarian cancer can really meet other women who are facing the same issues and share the same concerns. A lot of times people just think about Sharsheret as once you're diagnosed. In some cases, even around hereditary. But our experience has been is that people are really calling us even pre-screening.
In 2016, my family got an email from a first cousin. She was tested positive for the BRCA2 gene and that she was diagnosed, unfortunately, with stage 4 ovarian cancer. And it occurred to me at that moment, it wasn't so much about me, but I have 2 grown daughters, Tanya and Eliana, adult daughters with their own children, that they need to be tested.
Sharsheret is amazing in that they have genetic counselors on staff, they have social workers, and those are really things that are so valuable when you are going through your own journey.
And then when I did get Eliana's results, that's when everything shifted.
My surgery, it was September 7th, like 2 weeks right before Rosh Hashanah. I hopefully never have to get sick and to have the opportunity to know the information and to do something about it. I just felt so lucky.
Our practice is right in line with Sharsheret's mission of trying to really educate about hereditary genetics. So having an awareness and a passion about educating about the importance of family history and genetics is really key to help cancer prevention.
it's really important for us to partner with the medical community.
We serve as a resource for Sharsheret so that they can reach out to us if there's something new that's come out in the field, some new medical information or treatment or diagnosis option out there.
I've written blogs. I've helped with answering patients' questions.
I feel comfortable referring a patient to Sharsheret because I know that they're going to have good support and good advice, and they're going to be working with extremely competent people, and that they'll be very well taken care of.
As a mother of a single daughter who was diagnosed with cancer, I became the primary caregiver. It was just part of my life then, to just be there for her, be able to get the things that she needed.
Sharsheret has developed a program specifically for family members and caregivers.
Their continued support is important for families, not just the people going through the surgeries, but for the caregivers, for the children.
Your emotions go from what does this mean to the family? What does this mean for joy? What does this mean, quite honestly, selfishly, for me? And your range of emotions runs the gamut.
Soon after giving someone a diagnosis, usually within an hour, I have a husband, a mother, a sister, a brother, somebody comes in, and it's an entire family that is going to be dealing with this.
You don't always know what to say, where to put yourself. Sharsheret is really helpful in guiding you through supporting your family and your loved ones.
As a breast cancer survivor, having received support to be able to be a part of the Sharsheret network, to pay back and do that for others is tremendously empowering.
Sharsheret is the Hebrew word for chain, and it symbolizes the connections that Sharsheret makes within our community, because there is power in community.
Finding other people who are going through the same thing makes you feel like you're not by yourself.
We are a very large family. We didn't want to join this club, but since we're in it, we do provide that connectedness and feeling of a family helping each other out wherever we are in the country.
I was offering support to women and their families. And it was the first time in 25 years that I didn't feel isolated anymore.
Those people who helped me and who were so wonderful, now that's me. That was at a point where I think I stopped crying. I felt like, okay, I'm really here and now I'm helping somebody else.